Epic failure right off the get-go. Anyway, so what's going on, everyone? It is Saturday. Not much to talk about. Pretty much want to go through. NEXA is having a nice little pump. That's about it. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out. How's it going, everyone? Nice little quick run up and down, huh? Let's do a quick roll call. What do we got going on here? We got Rud Putts. What's going on? Oh, right off the get-go here. Hold on. We got Mr. Budweiser. Lackey Q. Dan Ruggs horse coin. What's going on? You're still rugging that thing like crazy. Is there any horse coin left to rug? Like, what's going on over there? You loaded? Hey, Sherm. What's going on, Sherm? Veteran Miner. What's going on, Veteran Miner? Tech Man. What's going on, Tech Man? Alexander Fleener. You guys are talking away. I'll try not to repeat too many names. Ninja Kid, what's happening? At the appetite, something. Gaming with Smoky Dan, what's happening there, Ninja Kid? I think I said that. Red Panda Mining. What's going on, Red Panda? How you doing? What's the weather like in BC? It's supposed to be nice and warm here this week in Alberta. You guys gonna see the same type of operation? Brief breeding. What am I on? Briefing. Crypto news. What's going on? Sub day. Message deleted. Somebody was saying something crazy, I guess. What do we got going on? More. Oh, Rub Putts. Thank you very much. Member for 11 months, almost 1 year. Awesome. Much appreciated. 100%. 306 miner. It jumped on me, so I'm way at the bottom now. Red Panda says it's actually warm now. Had to turn off rigs in the house. Too hot now. And now it's too darn hot. Yeah, it's supposed to hit -1 here, but I think with the sun and everything out, we're probably gonna see like +4, +5 Celsius. So Celsius for you guys in the US. But yeah, it's gonna be fairly warm here. Did I skip anybody? Serpent X, what's going on? Hey Serpent, what's happening? Retro Mike, Bad Cat. And I think I could, if I missed you guys, sorry, just yell at me or something. So how's everyone doing? What are you mining? What's going on? So yes, let's just start this off with NEXA here. So we got a little bit of red happening. Let me adjust my screen a little bit. There we go. So it looks like it went up to about, 5 zeros, 360, and now it's coming down a little bit. But yeah, NEXA's going up. So I can't remember how much I mined in that week there. Power bill came out the other day. I went to pay my power bill. I was like, oh no, like NEXA was down, so I couldn't really sell any to cover that. So I had to sell a little extra Duro than I would have liked to, courtesy of the CPUs, but I had to pay my power bill. But now I could, if I wanted to, I could 100% sell over 5553 here easily and totally recoup everything plus some. Now I'm in the middle of a situation. No, I already paid my power bill. I have another month to wait. So what do? Is it going to go up more? Is it going to dump? Should I wait till 2025? Will it rug pull? So many things I'm thinking about. Should I sell it or should I hold it? It's pretty much what it comes down to. So yeah, right now I'm still holding it. We're going to wait and see, watch it a little bit, but I could definitely recoup everything that I needed to cover my GPUs for last month from this. But yeah, I'm up in the boat. But yeah, it's going up. That's awesome. It's great to see crypto going up. Most of the coins are actually up quite a bit here. What do we got here? Looks like Chia is down a little bit actually. ETC is up a decent amount here. That's nice. Doge is up. Raven's kind of up. Veer's coin down. Oh man, what do we got in Canadian prices? I'm used to seeing the Canadian prices, so when I look at USD, it kind of messes me up. 22 on the RTM. It's up a little bit, so that's nice. Awesome stuff. Let's jump back into there. What's going on in live chat? How to mine NEXA? Our plant. That's pretty much all you can really say about it. Let's take a look here. NEXA. So supposedly, I don't know what's going on, but there should be a NEXA Rabid pool coming out, I think tomorrow. It was supposed to come out last week. Then, the holidays came up and the guy got busy and stuff. But, the Rabid here is supposed to be dropping a NEXA pool because we can see 100% hash rate is on NEXA. And, if we really want NEXA to do something, I really feel that it probably need a little more decentralization. Zerg Pool, I believe, is on there looking at them. as well for a pool. So there should be more pools coming soon, but the Rabid pool, hopefully tomorrow, but I don't know for sure. But oh, look at, is that right? 3,400%? No way, that's wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. That only has 4 zeros in it. I wish this was the price right now. You guys can't see that with my screen, but there's only 4 zeros in this when the price is at 5 zeros. 90,000 of a volume. It is definitely doing some stuff. Now, where's the price? Snowflake. What is Snowflake? Anybody uses Snowflake? I don't know. I seen it on some, even coins that rug pulled, Snowflake is still on it. So I would probably not use Snowflake. There is some volume there. Obviously, most of it is coming from Xbitron. Could be bots, no idea. But regardless, the price is where it's at. You can sell it if you wanted to. Like, you can get these. Now, how do you know if you're going to get these? Simple. Look at these orders. And this is when determining profitability on a coin and wanting to mine it, you don't really look at this price. This is, what the price is currently at. It doesn't mean you're going to get anything. Now, right now, you could sell 8.7 million NEXA coins for this price because that's where the buy orders are actually at. But a lot of times when you look at this price, it could be like 502 right here for the order. So you're not going to get it here. But looking at where all the orders are, buy orders, these are the numbers where, you could easily buy it up. So, or sell, you could sell for all these prices here. So there's volume right now to sell at least 8.7 million coins at this price. There's volume, drop it by that 2 right here down to 555 or 50320. You could sell 20 million coins. So if you needed to sell coins right now at this price, you definitely 100% could get away with it unless someone beats you to it. But yeah, the volume is there. The orders are in. You can definitely sell some coins right now if you wanted to. You don't have any issues with the volume because the buy orders are there to buy them up. Altcoins are pumping for 1 week and another week pump until all alts dump. There you go, Kazuma. Actually, yeah, Kazuma was mentioning something through this past week that sometime this weekend, yeah, with the recent pumps that were going on, it looks like there may be. Now, I'm not a day trader, so it's something they were saying, later on this week here. So we're coming up to that. Maybe tomorrow or the next day, we could see some dumping happen. So who knows? Are you going to day trade, risk it, not risk it? Up to you. I'm not a day trader. I'm not a trader. I'm a miner. I don't know how these things work. You show me a line, I'm like, which one points to the moon? That's the only one I care about. So, yeah, that's just me. Oh, yeah, Little Time Mining. He's always in there with the charts and lines. I have no idea how to read those. All I know is 2025 will be in the moon, and right now we're not there yet. That's how I look at it. Oh, craziness. Little Time, hey, I saw you popped into my server. Oh, he was on Roblox? Was he on Roblox? What up, Rabid and all? Hey, Curtis Markham, what's going on? Joe Buskus, 90K. What's 90K? That's not my subscribers. I wish. What are we looking at? 90K. Wow, somebody is buying like crazy. Yeah, I don't know if it's a bot. Maybe it's their own team. Oh, actually, let's go back into that. There's some big sell orders up here. Look at this. Look at this. Where are we at? Look at this one. 2.7 billion coins up for sale at 5360. So 5 zeros, 360. 2.7 billion coins. And I think there's a 3.5 billion one right here. So obviously there's quite a few coins here. Now, if you're unfamiliar with NEXA, it just recently became GPU mineable in the past, 3 weeks or maybe a month now. I don't know, time flies, but it's very recently on GPUs. But since like June or July, it has been CPU mineable, and you're making millions and billions of coins, like a lot. I wasn't CPU mining this. I didn't get in that early, but there are people here with billions of coins, obviously, because here's a 2.7 billion sell order, 3.5 billion, 1 billion. So there's some people here with some, decent amount of coins here trying to drop, or at least take a little bit of profits. Now, whether it's all of that they have, I have no idea, but this was a CPU mineable coin before these GPUs just hit it. It's not a game for me until next goes to $1. NEXA goes to $1. What are you talking about? $1? That would be insane. You imagine how many millionaires NEXA is going to make if it hits $1. Hey, I'm all for it. Let it hit $1. I'm sure Panda's all for it. Let it hit $1. That'd be absolutely insane. What's Serpent selling? Panda's buying something. We got an auction going on. 35 million NEXA, $100. 35 million next at $100. You're selling 35 million. What? That is $60 just FYI. What are we talking about 35 million? I think I had like 86 million or something. And what does that work out to? That's like 200 and some USD. So that definitely covered my power bill. I'm just wondering, should I swap that into like Dogecoin or something? You know, we got Elon here. Obviously Bitcoin's the safest bet. Another thing I wanted to look at. So I don't know. I was kind of going over nodes and stuff like that. So as we know, I have my Raptorium node. A lot of you guys have been wondering, how much is your Raptorium node? How much is it making since iNodes and all this stuff? And right now, it's been about 4 days online, and it's making 1,000 Raptorium per day. So that is 4,000 Raptorium so far. And I was doing the numbers. That's about at the current price of Raptorium, which is very low in USD. Let's just work that out right quick. So I'm coming into here. Let's go 1,000 Raptorium per day times 30. So that's 30,000 a month. I could have done that in my head, I guess, obviously. We're going to times that by 0.001719. That is $51.57 a month. I was looking at my Flux node the other day. I have 1,033 Flux in a Titan node, actually just before the live stream. It's making about 5 point something Flux a day. If Flux hits $10 per Flux, that's making me $50 a month. So Raptorium node at the dirt bottom price that it is now is making more than a Flux node if Flux was at $50. So it's kind of crazy. I'm thinking about maybe getting another Raptorium Flux. The price is down. Another Raptorium Flux. Now I got that stuck in my head. But you know, the price is down. I'm thinking about maybe just scooping up, selling some of my BTC, putting that in Raptorium, and scooping up another full node before the price starts going up, because that's pretty insane. That'd be 60,000 coins a month just coming in from nodes. That'll drop as more nodes go online, obviously. But then what if Raptorium hits? Like if Raptorium even only hits 1 cent, that's mad bank. If Raptorium hits 8 cents again in 2025, that's insane. And obviously if it hits $1, wow, Lambos, let's move. But yeah, it's crazy. So Raptorium nodes are paying quite a bit right now, even at rock bottom prices. We also have the Raptorium update that went through. Asset creation and everything is coming on. Now there's something going on with Raptorium and Tron that I'm not aware about. Some details, something's happening next week. And I don't know what's happening. It just says stay tuned for next week. So I don't know what's going on there. Hopefully, I have no idea. Justin Sun, as we know, he's a bad guy in my mind, but we'll see. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that's going on there, but something's going on. Also, they released that futures update a couple months ago. Asset creation, all the smart nodes will be validating NFTs, smart contracts, and so on. And the devs are also trying to update Raptorium so that anybody can build anything on it. The dApps, I guess the Uniswaps, all this crazy stuff. Skirm, can you kind of confirm this? I know you're in the chat. Is like the ability for anyone to pretty much build on Raptorium sounds like it is coming soon type of thing. So I don't know. They're doing a lot of stuff, and I'm getting more and more bullish a little bit on Raptorium all the time, but we'll see what happens. Remember, Bitcoin is always the safest, but if you gamble with another coin, you could risk it. But I don't know. I'm getting good vibes out of it lately. And yeah, that's just me. My 2 cents. Not trying to push anybody towards it. Speaking of VeteranMiner's in here. I did receive some of his cables the other day. So if you're unfamiliar, I do have a link in the description to his website, theveteranminer.com. Code RabidMining does grant 25% off your order. But yeah, he sent me some of these in here, and I'm going to adjust this. Now, I do have a couple of those Ipollos, I think 5 of them, then a KD Box Pro and a KD Box. So depending on how many cables I got to go through them, I'm going to get as many as I can linked up to server power supply. And I'm going to see, so I'm going to see if I save some more power. Obviously it's going to save on cable management, because I don't have to run all these crazy power supplies. And the power supplies that come with these, they're pretty much maxed out. So I don't really know many power supplies where their efficiency peak is at like 90 to 100%. So, you know, doing the things, it looks like I might have to use that parallel miner 2500 watt beast to run everything at once. So I'm going to try that out, but it is a platinum rated power supply. I should be running a little about 60% on that based on all my calculations. So I'm going to see if I drop some power running that single power supply at peak performance with all of these running off it. So that's a test we're going to be doing very soon here. and we'll see what happens. So awesome stuff. Hey, there's Panda right there. We got hobbyists. We got New England. We got DJs in there. We got Matt Electron, Yeti, Pocket Change, Chump Change, Misfit Minings. We got King Yellow and Hawk Black and Gold. So these are the colors. I don't have my own color. Oh, great. Oh, great. That's it. Delete. Everything I just said, cancel. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. All right. So what do we got here? It takes 30 days. What takes 30 days? What are you talking about? Something takes 30 days. XDAO on Flux dashboard needs 36,000 vote to put RTM node on Flux. Yeah. So I was actually speaking. I don't know what happened to it. It was a while ago. I was talking to someone from Flux through Discord, and I asked them about Dero nodes and stuff to run on Flux, and they said, "All right, I'll check it out. We'll look into it. We'll see what happens." And I never heard back, and I forgot who I was talking to. So we'll see what happens. Red Panda, where's my cables? Uh-oh, Panda needs some cables ASAP. I know he has a bunch of those things. Gets his and I don't get this. Blasphemy. Oh, crazy. Uh-oh. We started a war. What do we got here? Finally got my electric bill, 25 cents per oh my gosh, this is a pirate. 25 cents. 25 cents per kilowatt hour. That is insane. Can you imagine? That's crazy. Easier for people to develop smart contracts on chain when those are done. Oh, there you go, Skirm. Did I miss? Did he say something up top? So Python and Java to start. Okay, so there's Python. Yeah, I remember I was reading something about that Python and stuff, and other places don't use those. So yeah, like you said, it makes it easier for people to develop smart contracts on chain once that's all done. So awesome. You have to pick a color. Oh, I got to pick a color. Oh yeah, I got to pick a color. What, guys? We need a vote. What color should my stuff be? How about, like, let's go back into there. Where is what colors do they have? They got the pink, the matte electron there, that. See, Panda and my colors are kind of the same. Hobbyist has them the same there too. I don't know how fancy you can get with these. Are they have to be a solid color, or can we do like, hey, I see kind of striping in here. I wonder, like a red with yellow striping wrapping around it, huh? Is that a possibility? I don't know. Or maybe a red with a black striping wrapping around it. I have no idea. I don't know what the limitations are. Red and yellow. Yeah, red and yellow, but had like the yellow weaving around it or something. I don't know. It will be hard. Do you feel any blue? Gold, like Red Panda Mining's Lambo. Gold Lambo. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Imagine that. Nice golden Lambo with a Raptorium on it. Oh. Just kidding. Rabid, how are you doing CPU mining using 8 to 10 motherboards using one monitor? Can you help me? Oh, yes, you were asking me in comments. You said I was going live. You're gonna have. So I'm not running any monitors on any of my CPU mining rigs. They're in Hive OS. So let's just have a peek-see here at Hive OS. So we open this up, come into the farm, scroll down. So here they are. Let's go into here. So these are the CPU rigs, and I view them by, I don't know, click on it, log into it, and this is how you see stuff. Yeah, it proceed, do your thing, yada yada yada. There, like that. That's how I see stuff. Yeah, everything's in Hive OS. You can kind of see hash rates and everything at the Dero RabidMining pool. So yeah, if you're mining Dero, check out RabidMining's pool here. But yeah, that's what I got going on here. I don't have anything on that per se. Do I have a smaller view so I don't have to use the full one on this? No, I don't. All right. Stuck at full screen. But that's what it is. I'm not using any monitors. Now, some of you guys are like, how do you not get a monitor work on a Ryzen motherboard and CPU and stuff? Well, inside your BIOS, depending on them, most of them have them at B550 and up. That there's something in there that says ignore VGA detection or something to do with disable graphics detection. Like it'll say VGA or it'll say graphics. Different ones word it differently. But you're gonna have to disable that. Now, most of mine just work on auto. You can just unplug the GPU and it'll work. But there were a couple that I did have to actually physically manually tell it to say, hey, ignore detection, and it would work. So that's how you get them to boot without a GPU or anything in there. And then I just run everything through Hive OS. So hopefully that kind of answers your question. Does a single CPU mining motherboard cost anything on Hive OS? How does that work? So Hive OS does charge for CPU mining rigs, but they're only 30 cents a rig per month, unlike a GPU rig, which is $3. So I am getting charged, as you can see here. It does say, let me just go back to here. So I have a balance of $29. It's using 26 cents a day for 27 rigs. So 112 days left with $29. So yes, you do get charged if you're over that 4. Remember, you get up to 4 rigs free no matter what. Once you hit that 5th one and over, you pay for your rigs, $3 a GPU rig and 30 cents per CPU rig. So that's how Hive OS operates its operating system, 30 cents. Yeah, it's fairly cheap to run CPU rigs within Hive OS, especially that they're also profitable. Oh God, this market is insane. I sell ETC yesterday and today is pub. I know, that's, oh my gosh, that ETC really got me too, because I sold way more than I had to if I would have waited 2 days, because I used my ETC to cover power as well, and I took a massive hit covering my power bill when it pumped 2 days later. And I was like, oh, a lot of things. Look, at NEXA went up. I had to use more Dero. And like for my Ipollos and my Jazz miners, I used my ETC to cover my power bills. And then for the rest of it, I use my Dero. And freaking, yeah, everything's up now. And I would have saved so much more just waiting a couple days. But that's it. You never know. And I feel January is going to be a turmoil month. Once we are through January, once we're done with this month, I feel we're safer. We're a lot safer than in the past. Right now, then we're going to start moving sideways, move up, and we could see a 3 to 4x gain across Bitcoin sometime throughout this year based on the past year. But again, I don't know for sure. I'm just guessing based on what happened in previous runs. So this could be a decent year for crypto in terms of price points and everything. But I don't know. I'm not a trader. I'm not an analyst. I just do my own research and predict my own stuff for me. All ETC, LTC. Yeah, I believe those are the 2 most popular coins now, especially even miners. Like I know, unless you have super cheap power, some of you guys are still mining on your GPUs and stuff, but it does look like it's kind of funny actually. Like I know back in the big, we're all mining Ethereum, making mad bank. It was awesome, waiting in line for GPUs and we could afford them. And now I can't, but we go get them. And we'd mine anything, we'd be making a profit, and then all of a sudden now, and everyone was talking ASICs are garbage, they're crap. Who wants an ASIC? They're nothing but a brick if something happens, yada, yada, yada. Now we're transitioning to where we are now, and we're seeing a lot more people move towards ASIC style mining, and we're seeing more move to CPUs, and it's kind of interesting how things are sliding around and moving around. People are just changing their mind on what they should mine and how they should mine. It's very interesting actually, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens when we hit 2024 and towards the end when we slide into that next bull run, because then we're going to see probably another transition in the mindset of people. But until we get there, it's going to be interesting times. How much does Wi-Fi affect CPU mining, XMR, Ghost Rider coins? See, I don't know. I don't use, everything I have is hardwired. I don't have anything running on wireless because we do shut our wireless internet off at nighttime. I don't know. We just do that. That's what we do. Maybe it helps you sleep better and stuff at night. I don't know, but we shut our Wi-Fi off at night. So I have everything hardwired in. So it is a little more expensive because I have to get cables for everything. And obviously I need big switches for everything, and it does cost a bit more, but that's just the way I run it all. Like I know, what was it, 3-4 Panda would probably have better insight on this because he's been mining a lot longer than I have. But Wi-Fi back then, I know, like you used to get a lot of stale shares. You get rejected was more towards obviously bad overclocking and stuff, but bad internet could result in a rejected share, just not as much as your overclocking, but mostly it affects your stale. Now the technology for wireless, I feel, is a lot better now than it used to be. So it almost seems they're probably exactly the same at this point. There is a lot faster Wi-Fi than there used to be, 3+ years ago, when everything used to be like, even with PlayStation consoles, like before the PS4 and stuff, or when it first released, you know, it was always use your hardwire if you want the best ping and yada, yada, yada. But now I just feel wireless has made a lot more progression, and it's a better network than it used to be. So they're probably pretty close to each other is what it comes down to. But again, I can't confirm that because I've always used wireless. But I do have an old router, and when I did use that Bitcoin Merch Mars Lander, I did notice like almost a 50% hash rate increase when I did put that on wired on LAN. I had to buy an adapter and everything, plug that into that Raspberry Pi. I did get like a 50% hash rate increase over using it on Wi-Fi, but I had to get that separate. So maybe, but my router is also really old. So again, I don't know if that's what it is. I need a new router. Mine's old school. But we'll see. Will definitely better, but latency is the biggest issue. By the time it can send that share, and gonna have time when it won't make it in time. Depends on distance and latency speed on Wi-Fi. Yeah, so yeah, it all comes down to pretty much the latency, like we said with Wi-Fi's. But I just feel that the technology is probably better. But Panda says maybe you still may have issues. So LAN is probably the best way to go. Pretty sure Panda, you don't really run Wi-Fi, do you? Do you run Wi-Fi at all? Like I know your kitchen mining stuff is probably on Wi-Fi if you're still doing that. But other than that, I'm sure your main rigs, because you have all those switches, so they're probably all hardwired in as well. Can you go to Flux dashboard? Like the run on OS Flux dashboard? Like which Flux dashboard do you want? Let me check. Scrolling up. Let me see where Flux, where are you? Okay, Flux OS. This dashboard right here, is this what you want me to, if it loads? There it goes, it's loading. This? Is this what you want me to check out? So yeah, oh yeah, here I am right inside of my my node. It's a Titan node. Now I believe Cumulus do get paid more. I don't have the internet or infrastructure to run a Cumulus node myself, so the only option I have if I want a Flux node is the Titan node. And here you can see I'm pending 33.66 Flux. I've had it going since the 7th. So what is that? July 24th of 2022. I got 33 Flux since July. And my monthly estimated is 5.73. And I'm not redeeming anything. Because remember, if you redeem... Oh, my full screen doesn't get me. The redeem button's in the corner over here. But if you redeem it, you do have to pay some, you know, fees and stuff. So it's recommended to, I'm probably only going to redeem this once a year, which is what I'm locked in for, 1 year. So right at the end of that, I'll probably hit the redeem thing. That way I pay the least amount of fees as possible. And when you pay less fees, that means you get more Flux. But here's the dashboard. What did you want me to check out on this? Oh, to vote for RTM on Flux. Okay, where's that? Where's it work? Apps, Flux. How do you do it? I don't know how to do this. This is like the 4th time I've ever been in this dashboard. I don't know where anything is. Benchmark, dashboard. Do I go into the dashboard? Where's voting? Where do I go to for this? Who wants to sell me 10 times 3900X CPU RAM combos? The 7950X is a beast. It's the best consumer grade, but in Canada we get ripped off, so it's too expensive for us Canadians. In the States, they're pretty much getting them for free, so lucky them. We need to order from the States. We need to go to drive to a micro. We need a micro center. Hey Panda, we should drive to Micro Center one day somewhere. Seattle have micro centers. What's funny is I really don't get many, if any, stale shares. Well, that's good then. You have awesome Wi-Fi. We got 200 in out balance sheet. Where do we go? Like I have no idea where I'm going here. Front end, black crypto hosting, Furo node. What is all this? Oh, it just happened. Oh, there's TeamSpeak. Hello world. Productivity, games, crypto, Furo node. Like, what did I put in RTM? Anything pop up? No. Aptorium, nothing pop up. Okay. I don't know where we're supposed to. We going to the XDAO. Is this where it is? You guys were saying something about that earlier. What's all this? Community-led, parallel ASICs, Google genetic keyword ads. I've never been in any of this stuff before, so I have no idea what's happening here. What is all this case? What is this? Rejected, unpaid. I guess. RTM node. Oh, there it is. Submitted. Open. How does this work? Required votes. So development, the way to run a node for RTM, status is open, vote overview, everything's at 0%. Grant amount. Remember, you can't change your vote. After voting, it will take another 5 minutes to see the number of votes updated with your vote. Do we have to pay to vote? I don't understand. Enter a signature. Yes. Vote now. You haven't voted yet. You have a total of 0 available. To vote, you need to first sign a message with Zelcore corresponding. Okay, yeah, well, I'll look at this later, but there is the voting thing. Are there important tariffs coming back into Canada? Import tariffs. Yes, there is. I don't know how the whole import tariff thing actually works, but there has to be because we get ripped off on everything. Absolutely everything. It makes 0 sense. Our inflation is crazy. I don't even know how it works. Like, I was just thinking, I was actually talking about this a little while ago with someone. And a while back, I remember when the Canadian dollar was above the USD dollar. Our prices didn't go down at all. We go to the States, we get even better deals. But now we come back here, our prices keep going up. They keep going up, and our money is worth nothing. Like, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. I would, and like when you look at USB, like, or what is it? I believe when the 3000 series even came out, if you went to the USD counterpart of their MSRP to the Canadian MSRP, we were like an extra 80 to $100 over of what the conversion and stuff should have been. And yeah, nothing. We just get ripped off. Plain and simple. And we don't get any deals. Like, let's just look at the 7950X thing. So I believe, what is it? If we go, I'm just going to go to Memory Express right now. Memory Express is like the closest thing we have to maybe a Micro Center, I guess, because you guys have Best Buys and everything. But if I just type in, let's go 7950X. Let's see what they're pricing it at. Search. Whoa. Okay, yeah, no deal here. 969. I think on Amazon they're still like 550 or $600. So there's no more sale here, so that's already an X no. How about their X670E motherboard? Let's not do that. Let's do the B650. Is it the 650s that are the cheapest ones now? Low. Yeah, I just want to kind of compare this to what Keaton was getting it for. Yeah, so look at this. $209 on sale from $229. That's not much of a deal. So I believe in a Micro Center, unless they quit their sales now, you could get this board in USD for $103 or something. This exact same board right here. On top of that, the CPUs or something are like $450 to $500 for the 7950X. And you get free RAM. Micro Center is giving away free DDR5 RAM. So 115 plus 5, you're building a rig for like $650, $700 tops in the States. Here we're spending still $1,800 to $2,000. It's completely stupid on everything. So yeah, it sucks. We used to have no import tax for anything under $10. Not anymore. I had to pay tax for a 5 USD value item. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. It was probably like $2.50. It's probably twice as much. It's even the worst thing too is shipping on things right now. Like, you could buy something that's $10 and you end up paying like $40 for shipping. It's like, why did I just order that? Well, I didn't do that, but I look at things and that's how it pops up. I'm like, hey, I'm not ordering it anymore. Goodbye. But it's crazy. It's insane. Oh, I see a few of you guys hit the old other platform follow. So that's awesome. I was thinking about going over there and doing a little more live streams because they blah, blah. I don't know what it is. Something about they increased their revenue to their streamers more than what it used to be. So I was kind of curious on, what it is. But then I was looking at what YouTube is actually pays on streaming per ad and stuff. And it looks like they just upped it to what there was. But I thought they were higher previously. So I actually don't know what's going on. I got to do more research. But I was just kind of curious that maybe I'll start doing a little couple more streams over there. That way to see how it kind of compares versus the two. Then, if it does look better, I may just move all my streams over to there and only use this for videos. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. And I always say there and that place and stuff like that because I don't think you're really allowed to say names because they're pretty strict over here. What up? Not too much. How you doing, Mickey? Rabid, what are we talking about? I just got here. Anything you want to talk about? We were talking about, I guess, Wi-Fi. We looked at some motherboards and how much HiveOS costs on CPU rigs. We looked at NEXA pumping. Let's just refresh this, see if it's still pumping. Are you still going up, NEXA? Come on, tell me you are. I hope you are. Oh yeah, it's still up, still up. Good, good, good. That's good. We need to go higher though. What do you guys think Nexa is gonna hit? Imagine if Nexa actually did like if it went times 10, so obviously a drop a zero, if it went times 100, drop 2 zeros. Imagine, oh wow, imagine Nexa at 00001 or something. That would be insane. But as all you guys already said earlier, $1 Nexa. Let's go. Let's do it. That's what we need. $1 Nexa. Oh, that'd be huge. Did you try CPU mining Nano XNO? No network and transfer fees, and Firo coin both in 2 minutes. No network fees. Wallet I use is Binance to sell coins. No, I think I've heard of Nano, but I've never looked into it, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Why the heck everything's still negative? Are people mining for 3 cents? Yes, people are, Mickey. People definitely are. Well, it all depends on your power price, but let's actually have a look at what to mine. See what it's telling us right now. So I'm at 11 cent power. Heavy hash, so that's Caspa. I believe that was what, 480 for like 78 watts. We got to adjust that. I don't really remember what everything else is, but we're doing the profitability here. So this is your average. And yeah, negative 17 cents, negative 21, negative 22, 14K. Now we're going to go into the current because everyone's swapping hash rate around. It does look like it's getting a lot more stable, but if you really want to see what the profit is right now, this is what we got to kind of do here. So I'm going to go profit 24, current values, calculate 11 cents. And the 3070 is 6 cents on Radiant. So Radiant is your losing the least amount. But like, look at this. Like, if you had free power, free freaking power, you're only making 20 cents. 24 cents here, 24 cents on Ergo, which reminds me that's about to drop. I got to look into the date there, but I think is it this week coming up? It might be. The block reward on Ergo is going to be going down from 45. I don't have that on my screen. There you go. 45 down to whatever -3 is. So 42. We're going to be going down 3 Ergo per block reward here. So that's probably going to drop to 18 cents or something. I don't even know, 19 cents free power. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So 15 cents, 24 cents, like the maximum you could possibly make right now in the current market is like 24 cents if you did not pay for power on a 3070. That's pretty crazy. Actually, I want to look at something now. I'm just going to come up to here. Where is it? CPU calculator. Yeah. Oh no, I want to go back and open a new tab. Stop. New tab. There you go. Open up. Just going to plug in 3070. Yeah, but I got to adjust my hash rate here for all my presets messed up on me. So now I got to redo them all one of these days. Like my custom presets. We changed a couple things on the website. So things are different now, but I am about 18.8 kilohash, so 18,000. I'm at 11 cent power on Duro. Let's calculations. Oh, Bitorium is up there. But look at this, 58 cents before power, 31 cents after power. 31 cents after power on Bitorium currently, where a 3070 is at 24 cents on free power. Pretty crazy, pretty crazy. Now, mind you, a 7950X we just went through. If you're in the States, you can pick them up for like the price of a GPU. If you're in Canada, you're just buying like 3 or 4 GPUs for that. So yeah, all depends where you are. But yeah, the profitability though is crazy. Now, this is what to mine. Remember, there's also a ton of coins out there that are not listed here. Nexa is actually one of them. I'm actually curious, what is the current profitability of Nexa at this price? So that's something we can kind of have a look at. So let's come into GPUs. Where do I have Nexa in here, my sheet? Nexa. So let's do some adjustments here and get a quick number. So price right off the get-go, we need this price here. Copy. Yes, make sure. Yeah, we can sell 6 million coins for that price. So we can definitely use this price here. Current price of Nexa. Get rid of this. Paste that in. Bam. Now, Nexa network hash rate. I'm going to bring up my hash power calculator for this operation. We're going to go back into mining pool stats. wherever I have you. 1.14 terahash. So we're definitely seeing some increased hash rate on the network. So 1.14 terahash. 1.14 terahash. Now I can't remember what the heck these things hashed at. 193. So that's mega hash. Yeah, we hashed in mega hash on this one, I believe. We're going to pull our mega hash number so we can calculate how much per mega hash each GPU is making, and then it'll do the rest. Paste. So 584. Oh, what? Is that per month? I don't know what I got going on here. This was a 3070. Interesting. So it's profitable right now. Now I can't remember how I did my calculations. If this was for my entire OCTOMINER, I'm assuming that's for my entire OCTOMINER because I have $5.58 of power. I don't think a 3070 only uses that much in power. So I think this is for my entire OCTOMINER. So it is profitable by only 90 cents or so if I was to fire my OCTOMINER up right now at the current price. But that's not too bad. Estimated coins here I should be getting per day is 1.9 million coins per day is what my OCTOMINER should be getting. 1.9 million. That's crazy because I was like at like 40 million when I first started there. So it's definitely down in yields, but it is profitable at the current price. So that's probably one of the only coins that are. Now, that's at 193 now. I got to figure out how I did that, but it is looking profitable currently on GPUs. But I got to figure out what all I did there so I know exactly what's going on. I'm pretty sure that's my whole OCTOMINER rig there making 90 cents. So it's not the greatest in profitability. Yeah, I know that's the other thing we got to look at too. Wear and tear. Like it's a funny joke I did, I think last month where, I'm mining this. Yes, it's profitable. You're making 10 cents, 5 cents a day. Like I usually say I won't turn on my GPUs unless a single GPU in theory is making, or if I think there may be a pump coming. If there may be a pump coming, it may be worth mining something at break even cost so that you could sell in that pump. But that pump is going to have to happen before my next power bill, right? So, I have to expect it to happen fairly soon. So that's really hard thing to judge. But yeah, we joke around about it. 5 to 10 cents a day per GPU. If your fan goes down or something, like a fan's like $25, $30, and you got to fix a fan, like it's like a 300-day ROI. You have almost a 1-year ROI on paying off a fan if something happens to a GPU. So that kind of drops your profits down a little bit there. It's kind of crazy to think about it in that way, but I don't know. It's hard to say. Remember, like if you can afford to hodl, obviously, if you can afford to pay power out of pocket, you could either buy the coin or keep mining because we love mining. Like it really hurts to have things shut off. Like looking at something shut off, it's like, oh no. But that's just the market that we're in right now and the way I currently mine. I want 25-cent profit per GPU. Yes, that'd be great and awesome. 25 cents at least per GPU right now is awesome. Now, last bear runs, we were getting that. It is a little bit different this time compared to previous bear runs. Like let's take, I don't even know, Ravencoin, for example. Look at Ravencoin hash rate. Like usually you're in a bear market. This is the best time to mine crypto in theory. Now it still might be compared to what happens in the next bull run or something, but like look at the past year. Look at this is before Ethereum, 2.6 terahash. And this is, the coming out of a bear market. Now let's just kind of look at here. So this is here. I guess this was in, the bull market right here. So 8 terahash in the bull market. And that's when things are profitable. We're in a bear market right now at bottom. And just due to the fact that there's so much hash rate, we still have, we're slightly above it now. We're over it actually. There's more hash rate in the bear market on Ravencoin than there was in the bull market. And there's a halving on top of that. So we also had a halving. So, I know there's a lot of talk, wait for the bear run. This is the time to mine crypto. You're going to get the most amount of yields, but we're getting less yields than we ever have just due to the fact that Ethereum left so much hash rate on the table for everybody that it's not really that profitable. So in terms of GPUs, I do feel it is different this time, and it's going to be different probably in the next bull run as well. Like I'm 100% hopeful we will get profitable again. I think we will, but it's not good. I think we're still going to have like 2-year ROIs on a GPU at least we have an ROI, but I still think it's going to take like 2 years to ROI a GPU. I feel GPUs may be probably one of the worst ways in terms of profit wise to mine crypto in the next bull run, but it's still too soon to decipher that. We're hitting the center stage now where I feel somewhere halfway through this year, maybe leading towards the end of it, depending on how that pump does happen later on in this year, if it does. But we're at that stage where miners will slowly start to give up. We haven't hit that yet. We're still early into this bear market. Yes, we probably most likely hit bottom, but we still have a fairly long winter ahead of us. And this year is usually when the miners start slowly giving up. And we still need that to happen. We still need probably 50% of the current miners that are mining right now or just waiting to quit. They have to quit. Actually, not even waiting, because we're looking at hash rate that's online. There's still a lot of miners that are still waiting, like myself. They're shut off, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are shut off and not selling. So all of you guys and us, we still have to turn back on if things start looking good. So it's going to look even worse once everyone starts turning on. So we still need to hit that transition period where miners are like, hey, you know what? Enough of this. And then that's when the hardware flood and everything really does start to occur. But I don't think we've hit those critical times in this winter yet. But we still have to wait and see how this whole thing plays out. Why is NEXA pumping? I have no idea. I have zero ideas why NEXA's pumping. All I know is it is. And that's all that matters to me. As long as it's going up, that's all I care about. The reason, I don't know. I have zero reasons why it's going up. Oh, you guys may have heard of this one. It's probably something we should talk about as well. Celsius. You guys hear about Celsius? The definition of not your keys, not your crypto. So it turns out the judge, I guess the lawmakers and everyone, they pretty much said everybody that they didn't do it. Well, they did leave it on purpose, but everyone that sent Celsius their crypto for whatever yields, pretty much gave away your rights. And that's what we've been talking about for a very long time now. Not your keys, not your crypto. If you're sending your crypto to platforms, exchanges, and just holding it there, it's their crypto. It's in their public wallet where you can pull it out. But if they decide to halt transactions, stop anything, go under Chapter 11, it's no longer yours because it's not in your own private keys, which is your Ledger, your Zelcore wallet, your Core wallet, whatever. Your own wallet is where it needs to be. So these people suck you in with nice, fancy, big APYs and stuff. And then all of a sudden they say, oh, sorry, we can't support this. We're going bankrupt now. And then they either rip you all off and take off, or they just lose all your money. Both ways means you lose everything. So the judge actually said, okay, these guys sent all their crypto to you. It's their loss. That's pretty much how they judge. So Celsius gets to keep all the crypto, and I don't know what's going on there. They obviously probably going to jail or lots of funds or whatever, but they said all the users that were using Celsius, you're not getting your crypto back. It's not yours. So that sucks. So just remember, guys, not your keys, not your crypto. Who cares what you're trying? I see it on Reddit too. Yeah, but what should I do? Because, I love this APY. So do you love the APY so much that you could lose everything? Or do you just love it? Maybe I should probably pull out and hold on to my own coin. So I 100% recommend anything you have on exchange. I don't care if it's Binance. Binance, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. There may be situations happening. Supposedly their feds are looking into Binance now as well. And I was looking at some past things and kind of a timeline, and it's very interesting what's going on. So if you didn't follow any of that stuff, pretty much, so FTX and Binance, they kind of started off with an agreement. Binance was a big investor in FTX. They felt everything was going to go good, yada, yada, yada. Then all of a sudden, the competition started picking up between the two, and all crap breaks loose. Now, obviously, they're going back and forth. One wants to buy out the other one wants to be bigger than the other, yada, yada, yada. Then all of a sudden, Binance seen a chance, and they're all doing pretty much the same thing initially until they got bigger. Now, Binance sees a chance to end a competition. So that's where the big red flag, everyone came out. Oh, Binance, thank you for saving us. Thank you very much. Oh, you're our hero. Good thing you called them out or no one would have done anything. Really, it was a blow to the FTX when Binance is most likely doing the exact same thing. And now the feds are like, hey, you know what? You guys kind of had this battle going on for a long time. You just kind of threw the lights on there on the showcase on the FTX. Now, what are you guys doing? So now they're kind of looking and leaning towards Binance. So who knows how this is going to play out, but I'm sure he did that because now, you know, Mr. Binance man is probably like, hey, now we got to try and showcase some funds here. We got to ramp stuff up because if people start withdrawing, which people started doing, they had to, you know, try to get some liquidity action because they probably had stuff going on in the background. And there has been quite a few halts on Binance happen. Even the other day, they had another halt. I can't remember what it was on, but the most likely reason is this, that they didn't have the liquidity for whatever people were pulling out. So they had to swap other coins in the background and put a halt on it for now, and then open up again once they finally had the funds for whatever halts or withdrawals are being done. So there's still a lot of sketchy stuff going on with Binance, and there's sounds like they may be getting investigated now as well. So don't hold your coins on anything. Just hold your own coins. Get off every single exchange you can. Now, keep this in mind. People are always going on, what if Binance falls, crypto's done for 10 years? It's going to take 10 years to recover. Well, Quadrico, that was a massive Bitcoin scam back in 2017, 18 or so. There's some other scam. It all recovers. This happens all the time. Someone's trying to do something, but in the end, hold on to your own keys. If you're holding on to your own Bitcoin, your own Ethereum, your own ETC, your own whatever, in your own wallets, who cares if Binance collapses? Who cares if Celsius collapses? Who cares if Crypto.com, Coinbase, who cares if these places collapse? You still have your own coins. So it doesn't matter. You still got your coins. Another exchange will pop up. You'll be able to sell it again. Just don't worry about it. But the point is, hold on to your own crypto. That's just my whole 2 cents on the whole situation. Anyway, so what do you guys think about this whole operation? Was my mic muted and I just went through that rant and no one heard it? That's a possibility. I do that sometimes. That reminds me of something else, because I know some of you guys mentioned this. Has anybody, let's see what's going on here. There we go. There we go. Let's go to this. Is this the one? So has any of you guys been mining Keymaker? I'm pretty sure it's Keymaker. Anybody? You guys hear about this one? I know some of you guys a while ago were talking about Keymaker. Oh, I'm mining Keymaker, Minotaur X. Now, I didn't know where Keymaker came from. It's Minotaur X as well as Curvehash. So I was assuming it was like a Pulsar fork. But as you can see here, they used to be on Bitorium Exchange. Now, back to that Snowflake, like earlier. What's going on with this Snowflake exchange? They're on coins at rug pull. So it sounded like they're a mass transaction. The dev was trying to use rug pulling, and the Bitorium Exchange banned him and all this stuff, supposedly. There are still miners here mining it by the looks of things. You can see the price is down. Difficulty just dropped down to nothing. But Snowflake Exchange is still listed here. There's no volume, but it looks like Keymaker is another coin that just recently did a rug pull. So if you're mining Keymaker and you didn't know about this, it's gone. Move to something else. Because I know some of you guys were mentioning Keymaker. Maybe it was in comments in past videos. I don't know. But Keymaker rug pulled. So, yeah. Thought I forgot about that one until just now. I found out about that maybe 3 or 4 days ago. Keymaker to the moon without devs. Yeah. Without devs. And the devs that, well, if the dev is still there, he's banned. But this... Keep another thing in mind, like a lot of these guys like Pink Chain, whoever, these guys that rug pull and they get away with it and no one really talks about it or mentions it, be very wary, because if they got away with it once, they're probably going to fork something and do it again. So just watch out for new coins that may come out in the next couple weeks, because it don't take much. Well, if you know what you're doing, it don't take much to just fork a coin and get it going. I don't know how to do that, or already have like Rabid coin or something going. So obviously, depending on your technical skills of coding, someone could probably pump out, 6, 7, 8, 12 coins a day if they wanted. What do y'all think about Glow V2? What is Glow V2? I have no idea what that is. 007, I searched for your account and I don't see it banned. I don't see it. Oh, crazy. What is this? NEXA. I've got a 3090 that does 14 plus 1400 on the VRAM. Nice. I'm assuming you're going with Windows with that, because that's a low HiveOS number. So yeah, I'm assuming Windows. I want to try some new coins out. Well, it depends on the coin you're mining, if it's memory or not. A lot of the coins now that everyone's mining don't really require that memory. I looked at it, almost started mining it, but decided to just stick with the well-established coins. Yeah, good job, Curtis. That was probably a good move on your end. Team up with Panda and take over Pink Chain. Yeah, Pat. How do we do that, Panda? Do you know how to code? You're an IT guy, so you can you know any coding stuff, or it's just hardware stuff. Let's take over Pink Chain. What do we name it? What should we call it? The new Pink Chain. Interesting. I want to update on FW, I guess. Still no word on when they're dropping the DAG, so still waiting on that. They did message me back on Twitter, said they don't have a timeline yet. I think we kind of went through that before, but that's still the latest news that I know. If you're unfamiliar with what I'm even talking about, FW's DAG is currently, let's just take a look at that DAG size calculator. Let's have a look here. DAG size calculator. Engage. Keep on. Let's go. It's Alberta internet. There we go. All right, so let's look at FW for a minute. So if you're unfamiliar with FW and the DAG, so pretty much when the merge happened, it was over 5 gigabytes. The changes took over right from when the merge happened. So we're exactly where we are. But on their website, in the FAQ, they do state that they plan, it's not 100% are set in stone, but they plan on dropping the DAG size of FW to below 4 gigabytes, which means Jazz miners and depending how low they go, all the Ipollos and everything will be able to mine it. And that would also extend the time that even the lower grade ETC Ipollo miners will have after even Ethereum Classic ends up going past 3.6, which is sometime, what is 4 gig? Is it 4 gigs in 2020? Oh yeah, I'm on the wrong one. So where's ETC? ETC is set at, so what are they? 3.6 on those little guys. So that is May 25th of 2024. So if they drop it, down to 3 or something, that will then give those Ipollos another shot at another coin, FW, if Ipollo releases some firmware, that is, because they still haven't done the Ethash firmware for the classic versions, but we'll see what happens. Regardless, they're supposed to be dropping below 4 gigabytes. I don't know how low they're going to go, but it's supposed to be below 4 gigabytes on FW. So that will extend the lifespan and re-enable Jazz miners and stuff for FW and other things like that. So I'm pretty pumped for that. I think that's awesome, but I don't know when it's going to happen. Hopefully it happens soon. Zombie mode again. Coders are 2G equals fragile to work on server hardware or networking. Pink Chain SB. Server janitors. Not a coder. Oh, Panda's not a coder, guys. We need a coder. Who's a coder? Retro Mike. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We got the Panda Rabid Retro Mike team. We're going to get Pink Chain going. Let's get that party started. Pink Chain. There's still people mining Pink Chain, I think. Where is it? Pink Chain. I'm going to bring up Pink Chain. Give me a second. Pink Chain. Let's have a look-see. Oh. Okay, it looks like some people finally dumped off, but there is 26 mega hash. 26 mega hash on an unknown pool. So that's interesting, because I believe last week there was still I don't even know, 20 giga hash, 50 giga hash. Quite a bit of hash rate was still on that for a dead chain, but yeah. 22 hours ago was the last. Okay, so it looks like the hash rate is finally falling off that once and for all. It is slow. It's slowly dying. It doesn't quite want to die, but it's almost there. I've never mined Pink Chain. Neither did I. Is it a great Pink Chain? Canada Express Chain. Nice name. Canada Express Chain. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll rocket that one. I've heard bad things about Pink. Yeah, there's a lot of bad things going on with Pink. No exchange, no hash rate either. It's probably, anybody could 51% attack it now. Now, would you want to? No. But anyone could. Oh, yeah. So I brought this up a couple times. We need Ethereum Classic. We need to talk to exchanges. I think as a community, we need to start harassing exchanges to start dropping them confirmations on ETC. That's why we need that if we really want to see ETC to gain a lot of value. Because obviously, like, why do I want to invest in a coin where it takes 4 days, 12 hours? I believe Kraken actually is only like 12 hours confirmations, but most exchanges is like 4 days. So why would I invest in a coin where it takes 4 days to send to a freaking exchange? And I feel ETC is pretty safe right now. So, I think it's time we need to make a stand here and get these exchanges to start dropping them confirmations. That way we can see that nice potential value gain moving up into the future, because we need ETC. I feel ETC is going to be a nice, strong standing point for crypto miners and profitability, especially on a lot of those jazz miners and Ipollos. I think ETC is going to be a big go-to there. But yeah, so we kind of did the thing on Dogecoin. We got the devs to finally talk about it. We got some confirmations. I think my next push is we need to start harassing some exchanges and get this done. Because I did do a tweet a while ago, because I thought it was on the ETC side where it happened, but it's on the exchange side. It's the exchanges that do that. If you were to send ETC, to me, go ahead. No problem. I'll gladly accept. But just normal day-to-day transactions on ETC, it's normal. It's fast speed. But sending it to the exchange, they're the guys that jumped it up because they're worried about those 51% attacks. But like I said, I feel ETC is a lot safer now than it used to be in terms of hash rate and everything and attack abilities. So it's time for us to probably push these exchanges to start doing that. And I feel the exchanges that start doing it first will start seeing increased in volume. So it's almost like you'd want to be the first exchange to do this, wouldn't you think? But I don't know. That's just me. I might be totally missing something on the sidelines. Yeah, they can manipulate the markets in this way. If we all mine with Ipollos and ETC, it will be more secure than ETH. Anything's more secure than ETH right now. It's centralized and censored. I don't think there's any security on Ethereum right now. It's whatever the government says goes at this point. They got government security. Greed takes precedence, our service. Yeah, no, that's very true though. But like, you think greed would be one of their key things here? Like, I really feel ETC is probably going to see some nice gains. I'm expecting a $300 to $400 ETC price at least in the next bull run. So hopefully, imagine if it hits 1,000. Whoa, that'd be insane. That'd make GPUs profitable as well as ASICs with the current hash rates out there on ETC. We looked at those numbers before. It'd be nice if it hit $1,000, obviously, but no, I think $300 to $400 ETC is decent. That's about where we were mining ETC in Ethereum in about 2020 at the same price. Obviously, there's more hash rate now than then, but that's about where we were then. I think that's a nice price point. But as an exchanges get their money. They make their money from people trading. So you think if you were the first exchange to offer this, that would bring people in there trading ETC, which means more trading fees, making more money. Being first would win. So I don't know. That's just the way I kind of look at it. I wish I knew how to run an exchange, but then there's so many legal issues. I'm not even going near that. Never mind. Cancel that. I'm not even touching that with a 10-foot pole. Oh, I almost wish I could do a little bit of everything, but you can't. That's just way too much work. I have hard enough time trying to stay up to date on what's going on with certain things, not to mention running pools and now an exchange. No, not happening. No exchanges. Ignore that. SBF pleaded not guilty. Yeah, I heard about that. And he's trying to rip off, trying to sell his Robinhood shares or something to cover his defense. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. That guy's going to go to jail for a long time. End of story. Do you look into CKB? Why does that sound so familiar? I probably did at some point. Let's have a look. Mining pool stats. CKB. I know what that is. CKB is nervous. Yeah, that's nervous. Nervous. Eagle Song. Let's take a look at mining. Okay, let's go. CKB price. Is this the one that follows Bitcoin pretty good? I believe that was Nervos. Is that Nervos? Oh, yeah. Nervous. Yeah, so Nervous, I don't know. When did it come out? 2019. So it only saw one bull run. But this one, unlike a lot of coins, followed Bitcoin almost to a T in terms of I guess it died faster. That's expected from an altcoin. But in the pump here, look at that. The two arches, just like Bitcoin in 2021. So I feel Nervous may be good. Now, what miners is that all for that? So let's go to, I think Nervous is a decent algo for an ASIC miner, potentially, but I just want to see what is Eagle. So it's Eagle Song. Oh, the Eagle Song miners. Oh yeah, it's the K7. Oh, duh. Well, that should answer it right there. Bitmain doesn't mess around. If they think something is going to pump or do good, Bitmain's in, and they're releasing the K7. So K7, Bitmain, Eagle Song. This coin is probably going to make you a lot of money. So I'd probably mine it just because Bitmain says so. That's one thing you could. That's one way you could look at it. But this is just Bitmain doing its thing again. I do want one of these K7s actually. They'd be pretty sweet. I forgot about this miner till now. $32. What's it at? 11 cents. My power price 11 cents. $36. K7. That thing's more. Wow, that thing's like twice the probability of an L7. Less power too. Yeah, I'm all over that. Oh yeah, this is like the second best miner now until they ship. Remember, it all comes down to how many of these get sold, how many go online, and that'll ultimately tell you how well this will do. So I was actually doing some numbers, which is very interesting here. Let's look at the ASICs. As you know, Gold Shell recently released their KD Box 2, I believe it is. Yeah. So I already did. I ran a bunch of the numbers already, like I always do. I don't know how much power it actually uses because I don't have one and got to test. I think I do have one on the way though, but I'm not 100% sure yet. But we'll find out. But anyway, the KD Box 2, based on reported, it's 400 watts at 5 terahash, 260 watts in eco mode, 3.5 terahash. That is 0.0125 terahash per watt and 0.0134 terahash per watt in eco mode. Eco mode is looking more efficient. And then we got your KD Box Pro, which is I do have here, 235 watts at 2.67 terahash is 0.0113 terahash per watt. So both of these in both modes are more efficient than the KD Box Pro. And then I kind of went through current prices and values and what it would look like. But the end result is the same for any Cadena miner that is not a KA3. Once those KA3 ship, you're doomed. That's the bottom line. Like, look at this. Current profit of the KD Pro is 9 cents and 29 cents on before power and hash rate mode and 25 cents before, and 11 cent power. It cost me $1.05 in hash rate mode. It cost me 68 cents in whatever power mode, and currently with the profitability when the K is shipped, you're only going to be making 25 cents. So you're not even going to be able to cover power on these things once the K is shipped, KA3s. And that's when the KA3s, that's if at least 5,000 of them ship, because we got to keep a number on it. So where do I have my KA3 numbers here? Let's just update the networks to everything it is now. I may have lost some of you guys and went too fast. You know, I'm slowly working on these types of videos to put it all a little slower for you. We're fast forwarding through things right now, but yeah, I always look into stuff, how the network will be affected, what things will look like. The KA2 is not looking too hot. It'll be okay at first, but once the KA3 ship, it's doomed. That's the bottom line. Anyway, so Cadena's up a bit, 93 cents. So let's drop that into here. So let's look at 93 cents. 93 cents. Current network hash rate is, where do I have it? Where is my mining pool stats? Current network hash is 203 petahash. So I'm going to have to bring up my thing again. Okay, what was it? I gotta bring these side by side so I'm not all messed up. All right, so we're at 203 petahash, 203, and these things hash in terahash. So we need this number here. We're gonna copy that in, come into our sheet here, and this is what we got. So we're at 203, bam, engage. So now we got to look at the hash rate. So currently right now we got 5 terahash in performance mode. So let's look at 5 terahash. 5 terahash is right now making $1.37. So 5 terahash in power mode is $1.37 right now, this very second before power. It does use 400 watts. Work that out into any of your power thing that you want. So $1.37. Now, the kicker here though is, what's this going to look like once the KA3 comes online? You can see a number right here, 5,000 KA3s is going to put this over to 1 exahash in hash rate if 5,000 Ka3s get turned on. Over 1 exahash. It's insane. So now let's look at this 5 terahash. Well, now at today's market, we got to adjust this to 93 cents. So if it happens, so if all those miners came on, you're making 23 cents. So if 5,000 Ka3s went online today at the current price and market, that would put us to over 1 exahash in hash rate. That miner with 5 terahash and 400 watts is making 27 cents per day before even power. Not even that thing will be able to cover its power price. So the Ka3 is going to kill everything. Absolutely everything. But the one thing that is actually good, and this is actually what these miners are geared towards. Now, you guys may argue, I know as miners, we look at it, profitability, it's not going to be there, yada, yada, yada. But there's a whole nother consumer out there that a lot of these are geared to. It might not be geared towards myself or you guys, because everyone that right away says, no, it's garbage, not going to be worth it. Obviously, it's not geared towards you, right? So keep these things in mind. These things are geared, like even the KD Box Pro, the Mini Doge Pro. These are the small home miners, the guys that might live in an apartment building, the people that don't care about their mining farm and expanding to huge levels warehouse. They're just a nice home miner that maybe want to mine some crypto or say they have crypto or something. So they put this in their apartment, put it in the corner. It doesn't make any noise, hardly uses any power. They don't have to worry about heat issues and cooling issues. And they pretty much just stack some coins. They're not going to really recognize their power bill going up more than $1 or $2 a month or something. So it's going to be okay. And that's all they do. And then eventually a bull run comes around. They're going to be like, oh, look at, I made X amount of money. So this is where the whole marketing for these miners come from. And there is going to be a lot of sales on them because of that. And you just got to realize, who are they marketed for? Who are they for? So there are pluses and obviously minuses to these miners. So just kind of keep these things in the back of your mind. I love the small miners. I mean, one coin. I love the small miners. They're good to scale and efficiency is king. Yeah, it always comes down to efficiency. And when it comes to the Ka3, nothing is more efficient than that. Like, we cannot argue the efficiency of the Ka3, but it comes with heat, it comes with noise, it comes with a price tag, and it comes with destroying the network. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. Oh, yeah. Oh, pretty much anything is better than a GPU right now. Like, seriously, look, like, oh, like, you know what's bad when I got to compare my Chia mining to a GPU? We just looked how 24 cents a day on free power is a 3070. Look at Chia. Chia, 25 cents. Current price of Chia with 24 terabytes. So that's two 12 terabytes, you know, four terabytes, whatever the way you want to look at it, depending where the price is. They cost maybe $600. You could get 24 terabytes or something, depending. That's Canadian price. So about the same as a 3070. You're making 25 cents before power. That's more than a GPU currently is before power, and they're only using like 6 to 12 watts, so hardly any power, a cent or two a day. So not even a cent a day, like maybe a couple cents a month or something. Like, it's crazy. So even Chia has an ROI over GPUs, which currently don't. So it's crazy talking about weird things like that. It's who would have thought we would have hit these levels? Actually, we knew this was coming. This is 100% predicted. We knew this is how GPUs were going to look. It's just that some people couldn't accept it or didn't realize it or didn't want to realize it. But we have to wait. We have to wait. I still think the time where everyone starts quitting still has to come. And we still need a lot of the miners out there to actually quit if we really want to see some profits. All right, guys. Yeah, hit that like button. What do we got? Why do 250 viewers? That is insane. What's going on, everyone? Hit that like button. We only got 56 likes. Why? What is going on? Did we just get raided by someone? I think we got raided. That's the first thing I always do. 777 triple mining tactics. That's the first thing. Yes, always hit that like. It should definitely be the first thing you do. Please quit so that difficulty be less. Everyone's wishing for the difficulty to quit, obviously. Like, I don't know. And then you got to remember, on top of that, like, how many of you guys are mining and how many of you guys are just have your GPU shut off and just waiting? Because there's still so much hash rate out there that is just sitting, waiting to be turned back on. And what happens when they do turn back on? Difficulty spikes. We're doomed. I'm running my GPUs. Well, what's your power price though? Like if you have 2, 3, 6 cent power or something, then you're probably profitable and stuff. But a lot of us, I have 11 cent power, and I remember in the bull run when I was talking about 10 cent, 11 cent power, a lot of you guys were like, "Well, who even has power that cheap?" That's cheap for a lot of people, and especially guys in Europe right now. They're paying 40, 60, 80 cents per kilowatt hour. No, it doesn't make any sense at all. Like I don't even know. Like 30 cent power, even 20 cent power, it might not even be worth buying a K7. Like, let's go back into this and have a peek see at, okay, so here's this. Let's just look at like 20 cent power on even these ASICs. Don't even look like it'd be a good idea. 20 cent kilowatt hour. Here we go. Like, look at the L7. It's down to $8. That's still actually pretty good for 20 cent power for sure. But, someone with what, like, look at the difference. There's 20 cent power. Here's somebody with like 6 cent power. And there are a lot of people I've talked to with 6 power. And 6 to 7 cents is your GPU break even cost about right now. But look at this, $19 versus $8, just going from 6 cents to 20 cents. It's pretty crazy. The profitability is more than double than what it would be at that. No, some of you guys have 30 cent power. Oh my gosh, jump down here. Let's look at 30 cent power on an ASIC. Like 30 cents is not good. Oh my gosh. Look at an L7, the 9.5 gigahash version. So that means like the 9.3s are break even. The 9.5 gigahash version at 30 cent power is only 54 cents a day. That is, oh, sorry, I had a little hiccup, guys. That is insane. 54 cents at 30 cent power. I would not be picking up an L7 at freaking 30 cents power at all. I don't even know what I do at that point. It's that was when you start staking. You buy the coin, you stake it, not on a centralized platform, but like maybe run a node, a FLUX node, a Raptorium node, something, because mining is most likely not an option for you. Unless, you're rich, you don't care about losing some money, but then you would just buy the coin, I guess. But, there's different variables out there between different people. Panda's running about 30% of his GPU. So he has 30%, that's about what? 20,000 3080s or something? Only 30%? My GPUs right now, but breaking even, but can offset expenses against income. So the crypto I get is free income coming from YouTube, like a full. Yeah, that's very true. Offset stuff. I guess tax breaks on things as well. It is. I don't know how to go into that. It is a little different depending on how you run it all, I guess. Most people are probably just doing it as a hobby, so they don't really get the incentives of the business type of things of write-offs. Now, I still don't know 100% how the laws work in Canada, but it sounds like as a hobby miner, and I could be wrong, but this is Canadian, hobby miner, you only have to pay 50% of your crypto that you sell if you're a hobby miner. So that means, like, say you sold $1,000 worth of crypto last year, you only have to pay your taxes for $500 of it as a hobby miner. Now, as a business miner, you got to claim everything you mined, everything. It all is calculated as income for the year, and then you can offset power and all these other things. So I'm not sure if that's how it really works, but yeah. I'm pretty sure everyone here is not a hobby miner. Well, I don't know, maybe not. You guys all business miners? I have no idea. You guys all business miners? Maybe you are actually. Maybe everyone's running it as that's actually a very good point, Panda. Everyone probably is trying to run it as a business these days. That's for sure. You're right there. I think you're correct. It's just funny though, because you go through Reddit and stuff, and everyone's like, "Oh, I'm just a hobby. I want to build this because I'm a hobby. I want to do this because I'm a hobby." So maybe they're just trying to do a paper trail in the background for something they're trying to do in the future for something. They are a foreign entity. Who control it? Taxes, yeah. Pretty sure, yeah, not a hobby. Income costs with, what is that? Income tax rate, yeah. Hobby for me, I got full-time job. Yeah, but you can still do both. But again, it all depends on your size and stuff too, I imagine. Like, I know if I was doing it as a hobby side, I would not be able to cover my like the incentives. Like, I think because 90% of my power goes to the business, parentheses business over my house. So technically I can give most of that away, but you've talked to so many Canadians locally. Hobby mining is one GPU. That's a good point. One GPU, your hobby. That's it. So yeah, I guess if everyone's up and registered and going, then yeah, I don't blame them. You can't blame them. Like seriously, writing off GPUs, hardware, this, that, the incentive is definitely there. If you use devices that are 100% untraced to you, no one can prove it's you. True, but like if you're running as a business, you're registered, you're in there, you got the IDs, the numbers, and the government knows. Still don't get what tax the talking on crypto. What? Don't get what tax are when talking on crypto. The ISPs knows you're mining or not. That's right. Once you choose to sell it into cold hard, dirty fat cash, your bank account, you're done. Yeah, they know. You definitely know that. And the thing is, to get it into those accounts, you have to roll through like a centralized exchange. Those things hit you. So yeah, they know you're KYC'd, you're there because crypto.com. I don't know. Maybe there's other ways to get it in fiat. I'm not sure. But most of the times, to actually get it into your bank account, you're going to have to go through a KYC exchange, which is your crypto.com, Coinbase, and so on. So you're tagged, you're flagged. They know. There's no hiding it. But with that being said, I don't know how that works. Now, there is a way. I used to use this platform, and I cannot remember what it's called now, but I quit because it actually started charging. It was costing too much. It was charging a little extra to do it because of the platform. But technically, let's say, here's an example. You use all your rigs, you mine to like unmineable, you get paid out in Bitcoin, right? We just went through the video and testing that out versus ETC to a pool, but you get paid out in Bitcoin. It goes into your Ledger wallet. Now there's this platform, and I can't remember what it was called. I used it when I first started, I think, to cover my power bill. But you go into there, you say what your power bill is, the amount, the address, pretty much all the pay stuff that they need for the power bill. But you don't need your name or anything. You just say how much it is, what it is, and the account IDs and stuff. And then you just send Bitcoin to this address, they convert it and pay it for you. You have no name or nothing in between at all. Obviously the account is registered. I don't know what's showing up on their end as paid by whatever, but I can't remember what that platform was, but it was pretty sweet and it worked awesome. But again, because it was doing that, it was charging. It wasn't charging that much more, but it was quite a bit more than just doing it myself and converting and stuff. So I take the cheapest route all the time, and I quit doing that. But it's pretty cool. Yeah, it might have only been a Canadian program. I'm not sure. I think it was called Canada something, but it was a legit bill payment system to pay with Bitcoin across any household bill. And there's no names or anything tied. So it's interesting, but I don't know how the heck it worked and what it was called anymore. It's been so long. I gotta find that again. I think that might be an interesting thing to take a look at. Maybe they changed fees or something. Who knows? What do we got here? I'm a public figure, so I have to do everything legit. True story. True story. Hey, IRS, watch that guy. I think he's cheating something. Hey, we don't have IRS here. We have CRA. The bank isn't going to tell you to file taxes, but I don't know what country you're in. I have sold crypto in the past and never once had any issues. Major Cheese, Briefil does that. Who does Bitfill? What? Bit Refill. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google it. I'm gonna find that out. CRA has done a manual review of my account already. Oh, really? Crazy. I don't know. I wonder if they did mine or not. I gotta check it out. I don't want to end up in somewhere I don't want to be. Not financial advice. Yeah. Not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. Anyway, guys, so we actually have been here for a little while, hour and a half. So I appreciate everyone for showing up 100%. We're going to wrap this one up. We will be back tomorrow for a live Q&A. So get your questions ready and we will try to answer some of your stuff. So thank you very much for showing up. I will see you all in the next one. Rabid out.